another video, and today we're here down at, well not Bo'ness, but we're at Kinniel. We're going to do a chase day with 8105, and I seen the class 20s earlier on down at Bo'ness, so I think they might be pulling the 11 o'clock diesel service. So the first spot today is here, where I'll up, it'll accelerate, and then we'll see it come back down, and then we'll head to Bo'ness, see the diesel service, see it coming in, and then we're heading up to Birkhill Climb. That is where it'll be used. And then after that, we'll head up to Birkhill railway station, where we'll round off the day.
Plans did change a little earlier on. We didn't go to Birkhill and we didn't see it coming back. We just went straight to Bo'ness railway station.
Smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. Well, we're running late in the sorry state on 8215. She's overdue for boiler work and I can't get her to steam. With 1,000 tons of coal behind and the tender full of slag. Me mate sent me to Coventry and he just won't answer back. Well, smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. Now across the cab the driver sits and he's staring straight ahead. He's not spoken to me for 18 months since I started at the shed. He's drawn a line across the cab for each of us to stand, since he found I'd joined the NUR while he was an as-left man. Well, smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. I fired it thin and piled it in, but still she wouldn't go. When the water dropped, I forced to stop on the main line for a blow. I've smashed the clinker, cleaned the fire, tried every trick I know with the rake and dart, but that old fart blames me for all our woes. Smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. With a 1 in 60 climb ahead and the water out of sight, well, have to stop and blow her up for the second time tonight. The load comes on the engine and the starter's showing green. I'm looking for the banker, but no banker's to be seen. Just smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. Now the driver comes from Motherwell, his face I can't abide. He only knows full forward gear with the regulator wide. I can't touch his injector and mine is short of breath. I wish his balls would turn to bulldogs and bite the sun to death. Well, smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. Smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues.
In 68, when steam was done, or so the railway said, kill off the iron horses and let diesels run instead. But faithful steam enthusiasts who knew he wasn't dead rallied and took over Conforth engine shed. Now it's a home for Flames, Scotsman and Sir Nigel Gillespie too. Lindsay and Lord Nelson, to name just a few. Then the black flags and the Ivy die, and Bob is there galore. and 90 and the Frenchman, plus many, many more. All 6 long years they worked and saved to fully survive. Then people came and worked, and so the ship survived. The engines they were all broke, kept so good and fine. The British Rail requested that they run on their main line. Yes, it's a home for flying Scotsmen, and Sir Nigel Gresby too. Lindsay and Lord Nelson today, yesterday. There's a right place on the night, as I am on is there galore. A 90 and the Frenchman, plus many, many more. Town now it's called, like Sir William Stanley's engines in the days of old. Their ghostly echoes are all gone, yet you can hear the sound of living locomotives as they steam around the ground. Yes, it's a home for flying Scotsmen and Sir Nigel Gresby too. Lindsay and Lord Nelson today, here's for you. Little black times and the night, and the talk is there galore. A 90 and the Frenchman, plus many, many more. Now it's the maker of all steam fans. They come from far and wide, as do our surviving engines in need of some revive. They make it all raise merriment and may reach you at the door, so they may go on steaming forever, evermore. And it's a home for flying Scotsmen and Sir Nigel Gresby too. Lindsay and Lord Nelson today, just a few. Head like flags and the night, I am always there galore. A 90 and the Frenchman, plus many, many more.
I'm going to end it in front of both bridges. If you could kind can see that in the background. So, without that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye!